having the balance, right, between product discipline and this fast-changing environment that we are naturally finding ourselves in, because this is not a mature market, it's a very fast-paced market, it requires a very, very special bunch of people. And so if there is anything that I look for when we grow the team, is that. Can you have this kind of agility and mental agility to be comfortable in such an environment and situation that is not comfortable for most people? In addition to the excellence in whatever the functional area that you're covering. But this agility, it's not just a word, like everybody says agility, I want agility. No, this is what it means. What it means is that you have to be able to maintain product discipline and release discipline and have, revenue discipline while everything around you is changing. It's like building the proverbial airplane in the sky.
Right. And Web3 changes faster. And more swiftly than any industry.
This is my
in the
fifth
world.
company, far faster paced than anything else I've ever done.
By a factor of 5, I would guess. Right. Just when something's hot, then it's not. Just when a chain is on, then the next one comes along. Yeah. Is it a big team? Is it distributed?
It's distributed. It's not big. It's about 35 people. It's distributed. We have to cover, our customers in Asia, our artists all over the world, but primarily, actually all over the world. There is a big part of the team that's in the US and North America, in Europe, and in Asia.
Will this be the biggest company you've ever created? Will this be the biggest thing you've ever done in your life?
Undoubtedly.
Is that what you set out to do?
Yes, I always do. And then let me clarify that the biggest business thing, for sure.
Right.
Also have kids.
Right. Okay. Besides the kids, of course. And when you sold your last company, I guess you always want to build something bigger and better. But I mean, where you are now, 2 years ago, did you ever imagine that you would be where you are now? Like on the precipice of something so massive that LiveArt is sitting on?
Yeah. I kind of saw, usually it's less clear, but I feel like with crypto and Web3, it's just clear. Maybe because I've seen other cycles before, right? With Web2 and even with Web1, I kind of caught a little piece of that. So I sort of see how it goes and how these waves go and how the cycle feels when you're in it. And so I feel like I was able to kind of recognize where we are in the cycle, and I still sort of see it as we go through all these ups and downs. To me, I can relate it to the Web 2 cycle and even Web 1 cycle that I have witnessed. So I think the timing is amazing. I think this thing will, it's a rocket ship. It's like we're in the very, very beginning of it. We are in this initial stage of it when we have built the infrastructure, as I mentioned earlier, and we are waiting for this next wave that will fill this infrastructure with wonderful content and use cases, which will come. And that's when, the big hockey stick is going to happen.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.
You mentioned kids. I have a 7 and 8 year old, and my 7-year-old owns more digital assets than anybody I know. All right. I mean, this kid's all over Roblox. He's got the game. He's got the this. He's got the this. He's got the that. And fast forward 10 years, I mean, he's the perfect person to be on LiveArt. I'm curious what you think will evolve over the next 10 years as this younger generation comes into the buying power, learns about art, and then right into the blockchain, how that changes that whole ecosystem. Like you said, the old world was trying to basically get these people to go to the cocktail parties so they could become one of those legacy people. Now we got people that are so comfortable with digital assets. How does that change that whole ecosystem in the next 10 years?
In an unpredictable way, but in a profound way. It's just like, I think this generation is unlike any other, right? This is the first generation that has grown up with iPads, right? With the devices. It's like they do not know the world without those devices. It's not like, we can remember that world, but we're sort of used to it now. But no, they just don't know the world. So they're in it. They're in those Oculus or whatever, those new Apple thing. Apple Vision Pro headsets, they're in the metaverse, they're on Web3, they're there. And what it's going to do to their heads, nobody knows. For a parent, that's always some parents go in extreme and say no screen time. This is all bad for you. Some parents say, the biggest blessing for your education is YouTube. Which, by the way, I 70% agree with. So how it's going to work out, like nobody knows. But it's going to be just a profoundly, profoundly different world. There is just no doubt about it. And if you start mixing AI into it, well, nobody knows where it's going to go. So we could speculate. The only thing that is certain, it is going to be nothing like the world that we're experiencing now or in the past, obviously.
It's also certain that whole phenomenon is super bullish for what you're doing with
Super
LiveArt,
bullish.
For what you're doing.
I think that world will be digital. That is a given.
Yeah.
Like what exactly is going to be happening in that digital world? Hard to know. I'm betting that the culture of ownership, we live in a capitalist society, so the culture of ownership that we have in our society as it is going to transition, migrate into the digital world. And so people are going to start en masse wanting to own things in the digital world, just like currently they want to own things in the physical world. So to me, that seems like a low-risk bet. And so any business model that plays into that trend is probably has pretty good prospects.
To continue watching the rest of the episode for free, visit our website londonreal.tv or click the link in the description below.